Hi everyone, it's Sue. As you can see from the mess here, we're going to get messy today. So I just thought I'd show you how to dye or change colour from your clips, from your silver plain metal to, I'll just try and show you. I don't know whether you can see that real well. I can't see that through the camera very well, but hopefully you can see that. But you can see these are all discoloured. So this is what they started like and then end up like that. So you can see the difference. I'll preface this video by saying I am no expert. I don't understand inks. I don't understand alcohol inks. I happened to find these inks at a garage sale. I paid 50 cents. They were full or nearly full. This one is definitely alcohol ink. It's a Ranger, from what I can see, a Ranger brand. They were all 50 cents. And she had a few different colors. These are sapphire blue, chili pepper, and lime green. Something's spilt on that. We won't be using those today, so I'm sort of trying to go with the, I don't know, the rusted, more vintage sort of look. So I've got caramel, calabaza orange, and a sunbright yellow. As I said, the caramel is the best color. I've got not much left of that, so I just thought I'd try and dye some of these today and just show you what I do. So easy, nothing to it. As I said, I don't know. I don't even really know whether these are alcohol inks. These pinata color from Jacquard, but they do discolor. You can see, like, that's the yellow there on the bottom, and this is the caramel with a bit of the red mixed in. So they do actually stick to the metal. So I'm assuming they are alcohol inks. Now, I'm not perfect with this either. I don't get a perfect coverage. So I put them down, and then they seem to, obviously, because they're not dry, they don't so much colour on one side. Well, those have done okay, but you'll see some really don't have much colour on one side and they have more on the other, but that's because I've popped them down here to dry, and I think I haven't left them open to the air long enough to sort of attach to the metal, and then they've just soaked into the paper towel. So as I said, I'm not an expert at this. I don't know. I've just played around, and I have seen a lady a long time ago do something similar to this. And I'm sorry, I really can't remember who it was. And so I just knew that I had a few colours, and I'm just fiddled around. So you can see this one's got some nice colouring on the front there, but you can still see the silver at the back. That doesn't worry me. It doesn't worry me at all. That's the sort of look that I'm going for anyway. This one's got next to no colour, so I'll probably dip that again, or even just drop a bit of colour on it, sit it on the paper towel and drop a little bit of colour on it. So basically that's what we're going to do today. So I have had a few subbies ask me how I get the clips like that. So you can do paper clips as well. So what you'll need is some alcohol inks of some colour, some kitchen towel, and I've put a piece of just a recyclable shopping bag underneath, plastic shopping bag, because it does stain. I've actually, over here, this side of my desk, you probably can't see it. When I did some more the other day, I've picked up some clips with my gloves, and I can't get that off now. I probably can with something, but I'm not sure what you need to do to get that off. And also just some, probably you could get bigger containers, but I'm just using these little medicine cups that I've collected over the years from being in hospital, or family members being in hospital, so they come in very handy. So you'll need some sort of container, just a smaller container, some clips. Definitely you need gloves, paper towel, kitchen towel, and some plastic. And I'm just going to grab some paper clips because we might do some of those as well. Sorry, thought I was organised. So these are some paper clips that I did the other day as well. You can see the colour in them. So they're just nice, just something a little bit different if you like the vintage style. Just rather than having stark silver or stark gold in your journals, you can just give them a bit of colour. This happened to just be in the bundle. That was one of those Tim Holtz pins when I did those. So that's got a bit of extra colour there as well. So that's what we're going to do today. There's really not much to it. As I said, this is what you start with and this is what you end up with. Okay, so I'll just show you very quickly what I do. And some of these, as I said, I might, the ones that I did the other day where the other side is quite silver, I might just lay them on my paper towel and just do a little bit of a dribble of ink on them, just so that they have a little bit more colour. So I can do that off camera anyway. So all I do, gloves on first, obviously, and don't wear anything, any clothing that's really precious to you or good. If you're anything like me, you'll flick the alcohol ink all over the place. As you can see on this paper towel here, I've spilt one of the containers. So precious alcohol ink just wasted, but I'm just clumsy. So get your fingers in the right holes and we can get started. So yeah, definitely it's a must to wear these. I can imagine the mess that these would do to your skin. So as I said, the caramel is the one that I like the most, and I don't have much of it left. So I'm just going to do a few today. I'll have to try and get to the art shop, I think, and see if I can get some more colours, because I love how these turn out. So all I do is I just put the clips in there so you can see, hopefully you can see the colour on them there already. And I just drip that, I don't know, I'll put a little bit of red. Is this red? No, orange. Calabaza orange. So you can see, I hope you can, hope I'm on screen. You can see the difference in colour there, and then just a little bit of the Sunshine Sunbright Yellow. Now obviously you can put more in. I'm just putting a couple of drops in just to show you to start with. And all you do is you just jiggle it around, and I just tip from container to container. See how messy I am? So that's why I say don't wear anything precious, because if you're like me, you'll have mess everywhere. So that's all I do, is I just tip from one container to the next, and then you get the discoloration. So I'm just going to tip mine on an angle like that, just so that the blades of the clips aren't sitting on there, so both sides will get a bit of colour. The only thing is that it just runs to the lowest point. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. So that's as easy as it is. So you just go and add more. So we'll add a little bit more now. And as I said, I like the caramel colour more, so I'll add more of the caramel than I do the others. And then what I do, once I've done like a whole heap, I'm just adding a bit more caramel there. When I've done a whole heap, I can just pick up this plastic bag, and I've got a coffee dyeing station in our laundry, and I just go and lay that on the top of the table there and just leave it for quite a few hours and just let it dry. So you can see, I'll just quickly show you. You can see the colour on that there now. I just think they're lovely. They're not perfect, and I don't like them to, I don't want them to have a perfect color. I want all different colors on them. So I'll just do this one clip, and then I might just do a couple of paper clips and show you, because what I was doing as well, so these ones that have got not as much color on that side, I'm going to put them on the bottom, because what I ended up doing is I just laid all the clips on top of one another, so all the drips go down onto the clips on the bottom, and they pick up any color. So see, there's color come off that one there, so they'll pick up any color off the clips on the top. Once again, I don't know whether that's what you do, but that's what I do. So these are just your standard paper clips. I've got a silver bulb pin there as well. I may as well just stick that in there. So just put some in your little container. I don't know where all my little paper clips have gone. I must have used them all up. I'll have to get some more, because I've only got larger ones. So I'll just do a couple of larger ones as well, just to show you. These are a bit harder because they don't fit in the little container. So just, that's all you need to do with these. You don't even need to tip from one container to the next. Get them out, just pop them on top of one another, and that'll just give you the inconsistent colour rather than having it all just one colour. So these I'll just, you know, like swoosh around in here. These are a little bit too big, these clips, for these little cups, but you can still get away with it. So I'm just concentrating on that clip there because it's got less colour, so I'm just putting it on top of that one so it drips a bit of colour onto that. So sorry about my dog barking in the background. He's barking at air today, seeing ghosts, I think. So, and that's all you do. So easy. I'll do a gold one. I'll show you a gold one. I'll just tip from one to the other. And this is probably how you waste it, but this is just how I do it. So that just gives it, see, it's got like a reddy browny tinge to it. So we're just going to add that to the pile, and then I just keep going. I just keep adding more, add more colour. May as well use it all up. A little bit of yellow. So if anyone's done this before and I'm doing it all wrong, I'm happy to be taught. And I know there's YouTube videos. I just like to play around myself and try and work out things myself. I do love, obviously, YouTube. I do learn from YouTube, but this sort of thing where you get messy, I just sort of play around because I don't want it to be perfect, and I don't particularly want to follow any rules. I just want to do my own thing. I'm just dripping some ink on that where it was silver. So I'm just going to have a quick look in here and just see if there's any that didn't catch much colour the other day, so that I can add them and then just add some more on top. As I said, I don't mind some of the silver showing through, but obviously some of them I had put on their back and the colour had sort of run off, so I'll just add them there. So yeah, just swirl it around, tip from one container to the next. And that is all you need to do. It's as easy as that. As easy as that. So I'm just going to use up all of this, guys. While we're here, I'll have to go. So that's done. That caramel is done. I'll have to go to the art store and see if I can get any more. So, I mean, for 50 cents, I've gotten a lot of fun out of those alcohol inks. I'm just going to actually have just that caramel colour on a few and just see. So yeah, I don't know whether these other colours are doing anything, to be quite honest, when I look at that one, because it's sort of the same colour that the ones that I did the other day. They've come out the same. So these other colours probably aren't alcohol inks at all, and I'm thinking that I'm adding colour to them. But anyway, like I said, I'm not an expert. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. So that's it, guys. That's how I stain my metal clips and paper clips and such. And then I just, as I said, I just pile them all on top like a scrap heap. And the ones underneath, they'll pick up any drops from the ones on the top. So this one's got a bit of silver, so I'm just going to drop a bit of ink there. And then I just bundle all this up, put it on my dyeing station and just let it sit for, well, I did these and left this lot here, I did and left overnight, and they were fine the next day, so ready to use. So I'm just going to leave it with you guys. I'll just do a little bit more on camera and I'll say hooray until next time. Hope this helps somebody, and just have fun with it. I'm going to get a lot more messy, so I will turn the camera off now. And until next time, I hope you get a little bit of crafting time in. Take care. Bye-bye. I can't turn the camera off because I've got the gloves on. Hang on a sec. See ya.